So we have a semi errand filled day. We're on our way to massage. We're heading to massage a little bit early just because it's so foggy and gross out. Like, I was paranoid about time, but I keep forgetting my massage therapist is literally 5 minutes away, but it's too late. I'm boarding my car. And then we're gonna go to Target because we need to pick up a birthday gift for my nephew and my niece, and we're gonna get my nephew a $10 gift card to Amazon. Like, I know it's not, well, maybe I'll just give him $10 cash. But I definitely have to go pick up a present for my niece. And I was gonna wait and have Alex go with me, but she doesn't tend to like to leave the house. So, I might actually, okay, so yeah, maybe not. Maybe I will go to my massage, then go home and find out if she wants to. Wait till Alex comes home. Find out if she wants to go with me to pick Lily's present out. And then I'll probably check to see if I have a $10 bill. Well, if she doesn't want to go with me to tonight to go, then after my physical therapy tomorrow, I will go and get $10 cash out for my nephew. I'll just throw him a $10 bill. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Maybe I don't need to go to Target and run around. Just go home and work on my paper. Question is, am I gonna be lazy and sit in my bedroom again? I did that yesterday because, well, heat. Ooh. Ooh. Somebody in trouble. Did someone go around a school bus? It is easier to keep the bedroom warm than it is to keep the living room warm, and it's pretty frosty today. The question is, do I want to climb in and out of bed all day today? Like, that's the question that I have to answer. That's what I have to figure out. Like, do I want to just sit on the couch? I mean, I can sit on the couch instead of the table. I don't necessarily have to sit at the dining room table. I could, just sit on the couch with my computer and do my homework that way. Excuse me. Or I could, I forgot I had the heat on. That was probably really loud. Sorry about that, you guys. Just a second, it's so I can charge my phone. Or do I want to just, be lazy and just stay in my bed until it's time to get the kiddo? The problem is usually during the daytime, I can keep the heat decent in the room. But because I've been burning wood all day, by the time nighttime hits, it is like super uncomfortable to sleep in because it's just all day worth of heat. I'm honestly not 100% sure what I want to do. I am maybe I'll sit at the table in my room. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I'll sit on my couch in my room and do my homework there. So, like, I'm still in my room where I can, like, heat it a little better because it is pretty frosty today. Like, I don't know if you could tell, it's foggy. As you can see, like, around me, it's super foggy. Sorry, I'm exhausted. I haven't been sleeping well. On Saturday, when I went to go work on my paper at Starbucks, I got a message from my teacher that, like, I mean, I got a B on a paper, which I haven't gotten a B on a paper in a while. Because he says my academic voice was off, like, just all these things were wrong, and like he explained what he felt was wrong, and like when I read the explanation, it's like, that kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, shit, you know? I thought I had it figured out. And so, like, I was trying to work on, he kicked out one of the papers that I had already turned in, not the one he graded, but the one that was coming ready for grade, so that I could try to fix some mistakes. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I don't know what mistakes are there because I thought I did good. And so I spent all weekend working on that. Very little time working on my week 6 paper. We're going into week 5. I'm usually way ahead by now, but because of this bump in the road, I'm back to, like, freaking out. In the, you know, first 4 weeks, I wasn't freaking out, but like now I'm freaking out. And like, I tried on Saturday to let myself get upset and like cry, and I couldn't. Finally, late Sunday night, I was able to let go and just have a meltdown, because I had a meltdown. And it's like, I don't know. So I need to work on my budget. It's Monday. I need to work on my budget when I get home. Need to fix some things. And get on track. I'm gonna work on my taxes when I get to my dad's tomorrow night. And go from there. So, last week, I allowed some people to put some stuff in my garage. I warned them that there were some boards being painted and they would have to move them out of their way. So they moved them out of the way and apparently proceeded to step all over them. So the nice white painted trim for inside my house is all dirty. Great. Hello. It's Tuesday. I put my hair up, but apparently forgot this little bit. I'm a professional. Do not try that at home. That's gonna fall out in like a minute. I got all my tax stuff heading to put it in my car because we're going to my mom's later today. I got a thing full of Tupperware. I'm missing some Tupperware lids. I got some chai tea. Organic dirty chai from Target. Does a 32-ounce bottle of concentrated chai tea. Even the organic stuff is usually cheaper than Tazo, even though Tazo is amazing. after physical therapy, I gotta go put gas in my car because meant to do it yesterday and I forgot. So gotta do it today. I had a really bad day yesterday. It was really bad. The first really bad day that I've had in a while. Boyfriend tried to talk to me about my having a bad weekend because I had a breakdown on Saturday. I think I touched a little bit on it yesterday, but I had a breakdown on Saturday over my paper and over the fact that every time I think I got it, my teacher goes, whoop, no you don't. I ended up having a really bad breakdown over it. And I messaged him. And then I didn't get a response till Monday. I was over talking to him about it at that point. I was still having the bad day and I was still feeling a certain way about it, but I was just over talking to him about it. You just get tired after a while, You just get tired. When you're talking to your significant other about something important, you want to talk to them about it that day. You don't want to wait. It is what it is, though. It makes me nervous for next term. Because next term is my residency. And so now I'm super nervous about going and trying to get my topic approved and dealing with all of that. It's scary. Are you serious? So I've talked to you guys many times before about my safe stopping distance. Okay? I like to have a safe stopping distance. Come on. Dude. Idiot. I like to have a safe stopping distance. And this lady, because we're waiting in the bus line, when I say bus line, I mean there's a school bus on the road, decided that she wasn't going to wait and she was going to cut across, almost hit me to cut in front of me into my safe stopping distance so that she could get on the road. Yeah. That was awesome. Totally awesome. I'm so glad it was worth it for her to almost hit me. And then I was letting a guy come through that was turning left, and he was like, no, go ahead. I got time, bro. Go ahead. And the lady behind him was like, she's letting us go. Come on, let's go. Just, I say it repeatedly, and it comes from a place of getting into accidents because people aren't being safe. Don't be bad drivers. Be safe, be smart, be courteous. Someone's safe stopping distance is not an invitation for you to turn in front of them or cut them off. It's just not okay. Definitely not okay. Oh, man. So I have to start taking a realistic look at my shoulder. I've had the doctor tell me I've had Now my massage therapist tell me, my physical therapist hasn't said anything about it because, you know, she's always very, you know, positive. But the fact that, like, even during my massage yesterday when she stretched my arm, she was like, okay, you know, I've got your arm stretched this far. She goes, but it feels like end range. Your arm's not fighting me, but it's definitely not going any further. I said, that's what the PA said when he was lifting my arm. My arm wasn't resisting him, but there was just no pushing it further. So what I got going on in my shoulder, like, it may be it. And my massage therapist, she depending on who you are, if she knows she can be blunt with you, she's blunt with you, you know. And so she was like, you have to decide what you're gonna do. You have to decide if your peace of mind is important to you. She says, you know, because we're talking about the manipulation, she's like, you know, it may not increase your range because your arm feels like it's an end range. She goes, you have to decide whether or not your quality of life is, how you're going to consider your quality of life. And I said, well, with the range I have now, I'm functioning just fine. My quality of life isn't bad. It makes me sad sometimes, but my quality of life itself isn't bad. So, you know, you got to decide, you know, how is it that you're going to look at your quality of life and determine, like, are you going to be positive about it? Are you going to be negative about it? Are you going to, you know, accept it? Are you going to try to do more? Like, how are you going to shape and form your quality of life? And if they said, that's it, no more, what you got is what you got, then honestly, I can live with that. I don't have, sorry, I'm trying to get this Tupperware lids before I forget. I don't have terrible range of motion. I don't have a terrible quality of life right now. I keep forgetting the dog treats and dental bones I keep telling Katie I'm gonna bring. Sometimes you got to take a hard look and figure out whether or not, like, that's gonna be it. I'm hoping not, but if what I've got is what I'm gonna get, I can live with it. Hey guys, so today we have a busy yet not busy day. Busy as far as we're going to physical therapy. After my dad unloads some wood, we have to get a few things done, hopefully go to Costco kind of day. And then tonight there's a leadership meeting for the volunteer group that I used to be on the leadership board. I stepped down back in November, and they need me to come today because they have some checks that they need me to sign. Because, you know, they're finally getting their act together. Like, one of the reasons why I stepped down, I'm obviously because my surgery and I was still healing and not doing good, but they weren't handling their stuff properly, and now it looks like they are, which is great. I just can't physically and mentally deal with it. Especially since my recovery is not where it's meant to be at. And so, like, I'm still struggling. Ooh, my hair looks crazy today. I don't care. And, you know, so I got to go and deal with that, and then stay long enough to set up a time frame in which the new treasurer, who's been a treasurer for over a year, well over a year. One issue I had, and the president will set up a time, or whichever. There's whoever, to get them on the account so that I could come off the account, and then they can change their bank. They want to move to a different credit union, whatever. I don't care. As long as it's being done right. Because I told them, like, I'm not supposed to be the only one financially responsible for this group. The treasurer literally has not done their job. Literally has not done their job. Literally has not done their job. And the boyfriend's like, well, are you like done with the group? I said, no, I'm done with the executive board for now because I have a lot of things on my plate. Working on, my doctorate. Only having a good couple hours a day with my shoulder, and nighttime is especially hard. That's why I stepped down in November. It's because physically I can't do much during the day. And it's getting to be too much. I'm not able to make it to the meetings. So they need someone in place. Because I tried to step down in August when I knew I had my surgery. And they didn't want to. Okay, whatever. It's fine, do you. Bro, I said go. Staring at me like I'm crazy because I let him cut and go the other way. I know how busy this road gets in the morning. It's crazy. And it's one less thing on my plate now that it's finally getting taken care of properly, which is great. But at the same time, it's bittersweet because I've been on this executive board for a while and I had a lot of ideas that I wanted as far as like the direction of the group to go in. But I am finding that like I just can't handle it. And it's you got to know your limitations. Which sucks. I'll be honest. It sucks. Because I've been a part of this group for a couple years now. And I see that they're finally getting out there and being used properly. And like they had an activity / event Sunday that I wanted to go to, but when I woke up Sunday, my shoulder did not let me go. And sometimes you have to live with the fact that you're limited. And I am limited. I for sure know that. I am limited. Will it stop me? For a little while, if I'm honest, yes. And my physical therapist tells me all the time, like, other than like pain I can tolerate, I can't actually hurt the fixings. the repaired, well, I mean, obviously the repaired tears and ligaments, I could re-tear the ligament, but like the anchors and, you know, the securing of my muscle back to my bone, she's like, I can't hurt that. Tears in my ligaments, that could happen at any time for any reason. So like, I mean, obviously that's always a risk, but as far as the actual like major hardware that's in my arm, she's like, you don't have to worry about damaging it or messing up your actual repair. It's been 6 months. Your actual repair is going to be what it is. So at this point, using my arm is fine to whatever limit I could push it, depending on how much pain I can tolerate. So I kind of know what my limitation is. I kind of know where I'm at as far as that goes. And let me tell you, kind of sucks. But I can still have a proper quality life, even with the limitations that I have. So, had to share this story with you guys. We're on our way to the meeting. Oh, by the way, I did dip nails on my nails. This hand, you can't tell too much sunlight. This one looks decent. This one, trash. Absolute trash. I don't know what happened. This hand won't dry. You see? Absolute trash. Maybe my sister can salvage it tomorrow. So, that's the kiddo back there. So I get home from physical therapy and there's road work being done near my house. And it turns out what they're doing is they had an operator operating a brush vehicle thing to clear the edges of the road so you can actually see the edges of the road. Well, my fence became absolutely blasted with mud from top to bottom. And then my driveway, you couldn't get in and out of my driveway because there was well over, I can't find my sunglasses either. There's well over 6 inches of, I mean, like you could, but you could get stuck, like lots of mud. And when I saw a flagger, I asked, anyone gonna come take care of my fence and fix my driveway? And she was like, I can give you the number to our supervisor. I'm so sorry. I was watching him and he was just hosing your fence and I am so sorry. I'm like, thank you, appreciate it. And I'd already sent a message via the Facebook. Oh, hey, look, now it's dry, but my hand, well, 2 nails are dry. Oh, man. You can tell I'm not good at this.
Mommy did mine and they turned out good.
Her nails turned out fine. So.
And they're yellow and pink summer colors.
Springtime.
My thumb's really thick. It's like nail polish thumb.
And I called and left a message, but I already sent a message on the Thurston County Facebook, like, what are they even doing? Like, why weren't we notified? Mud is being sprayed everywhere. And then I get this knock on the door, like, maybe 45 minutes to an hour after they had left, and it was the 2 flagger ladies. And they were like, hey, we want to come show you what we did and see if it's good enough. And I was like, what? So they came back, and they shoveled the piles of debris in my driveway. And apparently they took water bottles and the towels they had in their rig and they hand washed my fence the best that they could. And I was like, oh my gosh, you didn't have to hand wash my fence. Like, are you serious? And they're like, we felt bad. You know, it needed to get fixed. We're so sorry. And I'm like, oh my God, like you really did not have to like come here and like hand wash my stuff. But oh my God, thank you so much. Like, this is above and beyond what I expected. And then they start messaging me, responding to my message on Facebook, and I'm talking with whoever runs their Thurston County webpage, and they're like, I've already, been in contact with the supervisor. He's gonna get a hold of you before the end of the day. I'm not sure why they're in your neighborhood doing this, but I'll have them contact you. And then I was like, well, I want you to know, I called and left a message because I was able to talk to one of the flaggers, and the flaggers were amazing. And he was like, what? I was like, they went above and beyond what I would ever think a flagger would do to fix the situation that the operator caused. Like, it's crazy. And he's like, well, you know, it's really nice to hear the compliments. I'll make sure the compliments passed on. I said, please do. And I'm like, whatever kudos they could get, please pass it on. But they went above and beyond what flaggers should have to do to clean up after their crew. Oh. And then probably like another hour after that, I get a phone call from the supervisor. And he was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, even before you contacted me and apparently the person that runs the website, the Facebook, is actually the supervisor of Public Works. So he's like, even before my supervisor came to talk to me, even before I got your message, my flaggers sent me photos of the debris in your driveway and your fence. He goes, and I was livid, to say the least. He's like, I will have a conversation. He's like, we don't treat the public's property that way. He goes, and we definitely don't leave over 6 inches of debris blocking someone's driveway. He's like, I am so sorry. And I was like, and he goes, and I told the girls to try to go and do what they can, and that if it wasn't good enough for you to get a hold of me. I said, whoa, what the girls did. I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't catch their names. And then he told me their names, and I was like, if there's any sort of kudos system in place, like they need whatever props, I'm like, that's above and beyond. I said honestly, I expected to leave you the voicemail venting my frustration over what happened, and that's where it was gonna go, that's where it was gonna end, that's where the message was gonna die, and then I was gonna move on with my life. I was like, I honestly didn't actually expect the person running the Facebook page to contact me. I was like, and I definitely didn't expect you to contact me. He goes, well, it's my supervisor. And he came in and was like, what is going on? And I told him, already on it. And he's like, I told my supervisor, already on it. The girls already sent me their own photos of this person's house. We're already handling it. And so I'm like, you know what? I appreciate that. I was like, and I appreciate the fact that you called me back in a timely manner when I really wasn't expecting it. Oh, is it better able? Yeah, you can see how trash this hand is. Here we go. Better light. Look at that. And then look at this. I did this hand first, and that's, you know, right to left is supposed to be the good hand. This is supposed to be the one that's messed up. But anyways, and he was like, you know, this doesn't happen very often where you're just trying to shorten us off. And he's like, it doesn't happen very often where our operators just leave an absolute mess, and we don't do that. That, you know, that's people's private property. I was like, you know, my fence was one thing, but then like I'm watching him spray mud with the sweeper on my neighbor's RV, and I was like, granted, it wasn't anywhere near as much mud as my fence, but he still sprayed my neighbor's RV. And he was like, trust me, I'm gonna be having a conversation with him. He goes, we don't treat the public's property that way. He goes, I am so sorry. I'm so glad that you were happy with what my flaggers were able to do. I said, they were amazing. I was like, I can't say it enough. He goes, I agree with you 100%. He goes, they're my top flaggers. They always get things taken care of. I said, I can't say anything enough on what an amazing job that they took the time to take care of the problem that somebody else caused. And so he's like, I'm gonna definitely make sure. I was like, and I try to communicate it to them, like how grateful I was. He goes, I will definitely communicate it again so that, you know, they definitely know, like, how. I was like, absolutely. I was like, thank you so much for calling me. And then he told me why they were out there, because they're going to do chip sealing in 2021. So they're prepping all the roads now. He's like, we got 30 miles done today. I was like, ooh, that's a lot. And they're not even chip sealing till 2021. It's February 2020. So, how to tell you what was going on, how to show you my terrible nails. Oh, they're finally dry, but it looks like, I don't even know what it looks like. It don't look good. It looks like I played with paper mache. That's what it looks like.
What is paper mache?
It's arts and crafts. It looks like I was playing with paper mache. Look at that. Look at that. Oh God, the thumb is the worst. The thumb is the worst. You can't see that. Look at that.
Mommy's chewing gum right now. I'm like driving. As you can see the cars in the window.
Apparently she's concerned about me chewing gum and driving. All right, you guys. We got to get some dinner. We got to go to this last meeting. We got to get home.
Bye.
I might film.
My nails are pink and yellow. And I'll show you when Mommy films another video.
I might pre-film because I have a bunch more packages coming for my planner stickers. But
so be tuned.
She really wants to see the 6 packages that I have already. I'm getting 30 packages, you guys.
30? I had no clue. Yeah! I thought you were only getting 40.
It'll be enough stickers for me and her for a while. So I figured.
Oh, right now I'm wearing a yellow panda shirt.
I figured that I would have to make at least video in 2 parts. But I'm definitely gonna start filming little bits at a time, and I might, oh gosh, this nail is so bad, and I might just do a compilation. It's getting caught on things, babe, and I'm having to break it free. Oh, that looks so bad. Anyway, so I'm gonna be filming it in parts, and then I'll probably melt it all together, depending on how long the videos are.
Because it's probably gonna be really long, because you have to put some in lots, and all those things.
And
or if you watch your videos. Go subscribe.
I might do it in batches because, like I said, I have 6 packages now. I'm going to be getting 2 more on Saturday. No, 1 more Saturday, 2 more Tuesday because Monday's a holiday. And those are the only ones that are shipped. Those are the only ones shipped and ready to go now. The others are still being made. So it's going to take quite a bit of time before I'll get all of the haul up and good to go. Because originally I was going to wait until I got all my packages from Saturday or Monday. But she's not going to be here next week. And she really wants to be there when I open all the packages. So
one of them's mine.
No, one of them has stuff in it for you.
Oh.
And we haven't gotten that package yet.
Is it gonna be the last package?
I don't know. She's thinking about the package from Tipsy Dog Designs because the shop owner from Tipsy Dog Designs said that she was gonna throw in some extra stickers for the kiddo that she got at a planner conference, and I was like, that would be so amazing. Like, she will love it. So I'll probably film the first set of 6. And then those will be bonus videos that go up on my channel, and I might wait for batches of 6 to do it, so we'll see. All right, you guys. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. So it's Valentine's Day. I'm attempting to work on my schoolwork. My teacher threw me a lifeline. Okay, and when I say he threw me a lifeline, like legit threw me a lifeline. So we're studying hazards and hazard risks and how to create a hazard plan, all things I've never done because I'm not an emergency manager. All things he's done, all things he's written about, all things he's taught about, all things he's done. So he sent me an excerpt from the book that he wrote to give me a little bit of insight, break it down a little more. Because, like, I'm reading the textbook and I'm reading what they're writing and I'm looking up different models and different other way to do assessments, and, like, it's just not computing. And so he actually sent me an excerpt that breaks it down, like, so much better. And I can understand it so much more. So I responded. I said, thank you so much for this. Like, clearly I was struggling. And he was like, no problem. Like, this man wants you to succeed. I've never had a teacher care so much not everyone gets so lucky to have a teacher that puts this much thought and effort into helping his students. And he has so many classes. I do really appreciate everything that he's done for me. And whenever we do the stuff at the end of the term, I always give him a rave review because he deserves it. he's amazing. He works so hard. So I'm excited. I don't know why I'm excited. I'm motivated. But happy Valentine's Day, you guys. I hope that you're having a wonderful evening, whether it be by yourself or with a significant other or with your family. And mostly because, you know, I want you guys to have a great day regardless. So, I showed you guys yesterday. I tried to file down and fix the mess. And it's smoother, but they're not glossy. I don't understand. It like soaks in the top coat every time I put a top coat on it. So like, while it doesn't look like total garbage anymore, it's not glossy like this hand, like glossy, but it's not quite matte. Definitely looks like the struggle bus. Even though I use my good hand, I don't know. My kiddo's hands came out great. That's all that matters to me, honestly. Her hands came out great. And it's nice to feel like I have thick nails. Something I don't often feel like I have. You know, let's be real. So yeah, got a little bit of nails going on. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty. I'm feeling fabulous. I love having these purple nails. I am like... Went to my meeting last night. It was good. Honestly, I am kind of sad that I stepped down, but it's good. Like, it's going in the right direction. And I think part of them not understanding why I am stepping back is really not understanding how much was done to my shoulder. And one person finally asked, and they got to hear how much was actually done to my shoulder. And like partway through the meeting, I didn't even realize like I'm fully tilting, and they're like, you know, we really want you to be active again. I said, you know, when I can go more than, you know, a couple hours throughout my day without pain, I was like, you know, and when I go home, I know I'm going to have some issues because my neck's already locking up. And he was like, I can tell. He goes, he's like, you're like leaning Tower Pisa. Like, you're fully tilted over. I said, because this is the only way I can get comfortable. I'm 6 months out. And there are some days the only way I can be comfortable is if I'm fully like, and like even now I have, you know, sometimes I have my computer up. The only way I can be comfortable is if I'm fully leaned over with my arms stretched. I'm 34 years old, you guys. I was very active before this, and now I'm not. But I'll get there. Bright side. As my kiddo kept telling me last night, positive body image, mommy. And all I was doing was mentioning how these nails look like trash, that I did a bad job. And she said, no, mommy, positive thinking, positive body image, positive body image, positive thinking. So, from her lips to God's ears, positive thinking.